Harrison, get up. Get up, Harrison. Get up, Harrison, get up. Get up, man. What? What?
We got some work to do.
What?
Come on, let's go.
Oh, okay. Oh, man.
Let's do this.
Hey, I'm Shaq with Rock 102. I'm not a chef, and I didn't go to any fancy cooking school. I'm just a regular guy that likes to cook. Welcome to Cooked with Shaq. Good morning, everybody. Here's to a nice morning. Harreson James, our guitar player. I'm Shaq, and today we're doing a breakfast show. Now, remember a little while ago we did an egg show with the mayor of Saskatoon, Don Atchison. Remember when he sat on the eggs? Remember that?
I remember.
Yeah. So anyway, we're going to do something like that, but this is going to be more of a breakfast show because we haven't done one, and they say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. And, you know, when we're getting ready for work and that type of thing, you don't have a real chance to get a big breakfast going. You know, you usually have your yogurts, you have your granola, you have your cereals, your coffee and toast. Weekends, though, those are the days that you want the big breakfast. This is where you want to have the pancakes and the waffles and the big hearty stuff, right? So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to show you weekend breakfast food. And first off, though, I seriously got to wake up here. So
I think I got to take another.
Let's have a little jug of.
Take another sip here, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's good stuff. That's good. All right.
Did you put Bailey's in mine?
Just a little bit, just to get you rolling.
Thank you.
You'll be okay. And remember, throughout the entire episode, every time we do a Cook with Shaq episode, we always like to highlight local bands. So we have Josh Palmer and the Rebellion. The album is called Two, and great singer, great musician. And when you see him in town, go out and check him out. And he's also, of course, on the web as well, too. All right, let's get going. Look at this. We got the pan smoking already.
All right.
We've got a whole lot of stuff that we're doing right off the bat. We're going to start off with crepes with caramelized Jamaican rum bananas.
Wow.
Flambe. So we're going with the big flames again today.
Oh, boy.
That's going to come up a little bit later on. But we're going to show you how to make the crepes first, because a lot of times people, they're a little bit timid when it comes to crepes because they're not exactly sure how thick to make them, when to turn them over. You got to have them too dark. You don't want them too light. So we're going to show you exactly how to make crepes. But we're also going to make, I'm not even sure what it's called. It's an invention of mine where you throw a bunch of shredded potatoes with cheese and hot sauce and onions and everything and egg and throw it in the pan and make a big potato cake. So we're going to do that as well. But I don't have a name for it. So, you know, we're on Facebook, Cook with Shaq. If you want to get on our Facebook page and maybe suggest some ideas for names for the potato cake or whatever you want to call it, you can do that too. But now, we want to start off with some ham. You can't have a big breakfast without ham. So you want to start off with some ham. You can get just a regular ham, a smoked ham from any of the grocery stores and just slice it up. Nice big slices. Look at that big, thick slice. That's what you want right there. So what we want to do is we got a pan all nice and hot. And just to get things going, of course, we always like to throw in a little butter. So we're going to toss in a little bit of butter right now. Get that rocking right away. And we're going to just fire that ham right in there. Now all we want is a nice, warm it through. It's already cooked. Warm it through, just a nice little caramelization on that. Now we're going to get to the crepes. Real simple. Lots of stuff going on right now. So pay attention. It's going to be quick, all right? Start with a bowl. 1 cup of flour. Get that in there. 3 eggs. In there, you have a teaspoon and a half of, you can either have melted butter or just like a canola oil or anything like that. You need a little bit of fat in there. Pop that in. We have a half a cup of water, 1 full cup of milk. How easy was that? Nothing to it, right? Whisk it all up. Now you want the batter to be fairly thin, but not like watery thin. You want it to be, you don't want it obviously to be like a pancake type of batter because that's way too thick. You're not going to get a very thin crepe out of it. So you just kind of, I don't know, like almost a melted milkshake. You understand that? You know, melted milkshake kind of, you know what I'm saying?
I kind of get it.
You know, the kind that you can easily suck through the straw?
Yeah.
Rather than having to Try to get, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? All right.
Yeah, I definitely know what you're
All
saying.
right, so
now,
this is
yeah.
the consistency exactly of what you want. Get that all in there. There, whisk it up, it's all good to go. When you're making crepes, always, always, always use a non-stick pan and a little bit of cooking spray, just a bit, just enough to kind of get things lubed up a bit. Not a whole lot, just enough. Put it on a kind of a medium heat, get the pan fairly hot. And also when you're cooking crepes too, the first crepe that you make is always gonna screw up. Usually 99% of the time, you're gonna end up throwing it out because you're not sure exactly, you got it too thick or it's too burnt or it's too, too thin or whatever. So you take a ladle, you put a little bit in the middle, right? And that's all you do. Then you take your pan, kind of wheel it around until you fill up the bottom of the pan. Now the reason why you always use non-stick is because you want this thing, it's gonna be really thin, so you want it to be able to come off the bottom of the pan super, super easy. So now they cook really quickly too. So anyway, we're just gonna kind of go around a little bit. I always use a rubber spatula just because it's easy to get underneath the edges. All right, now, look at that, done. See how easy that was? You've got your first crepe just about ready to go, and you don't have to have it on the second side very long because it's already cooked through because they're so thin that the heat will permeate right through, cook everything. You just want to kind of get a nice little brownness on the other side too. Check out the ham. Ham's looking good. We'll just let that go for a few more minutes. Then what we'll do is we'll put it on a pan, stick it in the oven, let it stay there nice and warm in a nice warm oven. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep on cooking these crepes, show you how it's done, and then we're going to get on with the rest of the recipe, okay? On Cook with Shaq, we're coming back in just a bit. It's the breakfast show, Cooked with Shaq this morning. We're cooking all kinds of great weekend breakfasts, having ourselves a little coffee. That's
right.
It's one of those weekends where, you're just kind of lazying around and you just want to have something that's nice and, just a big breakfast, the big breakfast that you usually don't have during the week. So here, let me just have another sip of coffee here. All right, let's get going here. Now, we've been cooking crepes. We're going to do crepes with caramelized bananas, with Jamaican rum. Hey, how's that for breakfast? Jamaican rum?
That's a good start.
All right. So now we've been cooking crepes. Very simple. As a matter of fact, Harrison, we're going to get you to come up and actually do one here.
Oh, really?
You think you're good? You think you're ready for this? You've been doing the show with me now for quite a while. But first off,
how hard could it be?
First off, hey, I'm gonna show off a little bit. Watch this. Oh, come on. And there we go. And there. How's that? Well, let's try a good one here. There. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. He's got his own cooking show.
Yeah. All right.
right.
So now you do this.
So just like pour the whole thing in?
No. What you want to do, you want to get about half of that ladle.
okay.
Put it right in the middle.
Okay.
Then pick it up and move it around so that it fills up kind of the bottom of the pan so that you have a nice thin crepe. Okay, you ready? Stand back, everybody. Let's see if this is going to happen. Get it right in the middle of the pan. That's good. All in. And okay, now put it ladle back in. Now pick it up and move it around slowly. Slowly, a little quicker than that. Quicker. Okay, good. Okay, you're good. You got a little hole there, but that's not bad for a starter. Okay, now put it. Yeah, you can put it back down.
All right.
Now watch it so it doesn't burn. And every once in a while, take this.
Okay.
And you just kind of go around the edges to make sure that it's not going to all stick around there, which it won't because it's a non-stick pan. And while you're doing that, I'm going to make us a smoothie, buddy.
All right, sounds good.
We're gonna actually have some healthy food here this morning. So we're gonna start off, get your blender. Frozen blueberries. If you can't find fresh blueberries, frozen, because when they pick them off the tree and freeze them, they are absolutely fresh. I don't know, about a cup of blueberries. We're going to put in some vanilla yogurt. Excuse me, I'm just gonna grab a spoon.
Things are really good.
Things are moving,
here.
actually.
Yep.
Are you good over there? You're not burning?
I think it's time to flip.
Well, flip whenever you think you should flip.
Do I just flip it with this?
Well, here, just flip it underneath. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Kind of drape it around. No, all the way to the middle. Go all the way to the middle with it. There, and then flip. There, see? Nicely done. All right, so we're going to put about 4 big slops of vanilla yogurt in there. We're gonna have a little bit of honey, just for a little bit of added sweetness, just in case those blueberries are a little bit tart. Just a little bit of honey, not too much. And we're gonna top it up with some milk. You can use skim milk, you can use 2%, whatever you want. Now, some people put ice in there just to kind of make it nice and thick and frothy. Well, you know what? It just gets in the way. So we're just gonna do this.
Things are good.
Don't get fancy on me now.
Hey, no, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Fire this up. Get that nice purple. Now, like I said, if you want to put ice in there, you can, just to give it a little more thickness. But you know what? When I have a smoothie, I just want to drink it. Don't have to do it for very long. There, and it's done. Simple, 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 simple. Put those in a nice glass. Check that out, eh? Beautiful purple smoothie, blueberry. It's wild. Get the wild blueberries too. Wild blueberries are always great. There we go. All right, and we will test those out. Here, try that out. What do you think?
Pretty good.
Is that good or
It's
what,
good.
eh?
More than pretty good. It's good. Oh, yeah.
Oh, whoa. Man, that's good.
Hey, whose cooking show is this, by the way?
Okay, you
Is
go
it
sit
mine?
down. You go sit down. I'll get the
All right.
rest. All right. Good to go. Are you still working on the first one? Or did you put another one in there?
It was, yeah, this
Okay.
is second.
All
This is
right.
two.
Okay, gotcha. All right. So let's move that around. We're going to finish up these crepes. Throw these crepes into the oven, just in a warming oven, nothing too hot. We don't want to cook them again. We just want to keep them nice and warm. And they're also, what's going to happen is right now they have a bit of crispness to them. We don't want a whole lot of crispness. We want them to be flexible so that when we put the caramelized banana inside, it just rolls up really nice. So we're going to come back in just a couple of seconds, finish this up, get to the next recipe, that potato pie that I don't have a name for. Rock those homers, baby. Rock those homers. Woo! Nice slippers.
What? What? I thought everybody has these.
Welcome back, Cooked with Shaq. It's the breakfast show today. We're a little bit giddy because we just woke up a couple hours ago, and so we're cooking a weekend breakfast for you. We've got crepes with caramelized bananas, and we're going to get all that ready to go a little bit later on. But right now we're going to do something called, and I don't know what it's called. We haven't got a name for it. It's a potato cake. It's a potato pancake. It's a potato fritter. It's got all kinds of stuff in it. We're going to get to it in just a second. But first off, again, The Rebellion featuring frontman Josh Palmer. Great CD. Check it out. And when he's in town, got to see him and get online. He's on there as well, too. The music that you're hearing in the background, other than Harreson James, is from The Rebellion. So check these guys out. Great band. All right, let's get to it. Now, I had a little bit of a death in the family when I was grating my cheese with my food processor.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I was grating away, and all of a sudden, just my last bit of cheese, my food processor blew up. Just boom! Parts were flying everywhere. So I have had to
Too many shows.
I've had to resort to the hand grater, which is what we're going to have to grate our potatoes with, which is fine.
Old school, man.
Not everybody has a fancy food processor, but a lot of people have the $3 grater. So we're going to use the $3 grater, starting off with potatoes. Okay, so I'm going to need some potato grating
This is
music
gonna
with
be a
this.
while,
Yeah,
or-
well, we're going to go for a
Like,
while here. Let's see how
all right.
fast I can do this, all right? So on the big side, not the little side, not the mush side, and not the little teeny side, not the slicer side. You want the big grate sides, okay? So you get nice, this is what it should look like right here. Okay, so that's what it should look like.
fast.
Yeah, no, we're not done yet. Carry on. All right. Actually, this is going to go pretty quick. So just be careful you don't break your fingers. So when you get down to about there, chuck it away. Go to the next one, because you don't want to be grating your fingers. I mean, it makes some nice manicure, but it could manicure your fingers right off, especially if you have a sharp one. Okay, so down it goes in there. One more to go. It's a good workout, too. It's going. We got one more to go. Harrison, keep it rocking. Of course, I saved the big one for the last. And just about there. Just about The reason why this one's taking so long is because watch this, it's filled right up. So we got to kind of go like that, and then finish it up, and then you'll be able to get all of them done.
Keep going. Let's keep going.
Hey, we're just about there.
There's a whole bag of potatoes in the
we're
back.
not, that's it. We're done.
No.
Whew, man. Oh, I'm gonna have some of your smoothie. Holy.
All right.
Okay, so now we have a whole mess of potatoes, and you're going, what in the world are you doing with all those potatoes? Get all of these potatoes into the bowl. All right, everything goes into the bowl.
Is anybody else coming over, or is it just us?
I thought those potatoes were a lot smaller, but you know what? The more the merrier, my friend.
Okay.
1 egg. 2 eggs. And 3 eggs in there. Just like that. A little bit of salt. Get that going right now. Just to season up a little bit. And of course, we need a little bit of pepper. Always have the fresh ground pepper. Now, a little bit of course, the hot sauce.
Oh, of course.
Gotta have the hot sauce in there. So we're gonna get a pretty good in there. And can't have a cooked with shack without cheese.
Right.
Now this cheese actually is
lot of
old cheese, which has a little bit stronger flavor, and I really like it in this recipe because with the potatoes, which are kind of more of a starchy, bland taste, they don't really have a whole lot of taste to them. You want to inject it with a lot of flavor. Put in, I don't know. See, this is something that you just have to work on. You like a lot of cheese? Put a lot of cheese in there.
Pretty simple.
Yeah. Then what you do is you just break all those yolks. Make sure that that's all incorporated in there because it all has to somewhat stick together.
It's like making a salad.
Well, kind of.
Yeah.
So you just want to make sure you've got everything incorporated perfectly. All right, so back to the pan. Again, if you want to use a non-stick pan, that's perfect, but we're going to use a little bit of oil just to kind of give it a little bit of fat in there, just to, not like we don't have enough fat in there already. All right, so smoking away, look at that. Now, this is where you have to be a little artsy because you take a big nub like this, and then you have to kind of turn it into a pancake before it actually starts to really cook. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit more in there, and then squash it. Get it all squashed in. And then you kind of have to form it around a little bit, just like that. And you see how it's kind of flat? It's not really super flat. We don't want it to be super flat because then it's just going to be like a big chip.
Exactly.
All right? Also, if you want, you can throw in a couple of green onion into the batter or into the mixture, which is great. So we're going to actually, let's do that. Let's put it right in there and we'll scoop it up. Get another one out.
Man, that makes me nervous.
What?
Oh, you're chopping so fast.
You got to be quick. Life's short, man. You got to get in there. So I'm going to actually put that one right in there. Kind of put it right on top. And scooch it down. And while that is going, let's get to the salsa.
Oh, yeah.
This is a great thing. Okay, so we're going to go to our hand food processor. All right, we're going to use Roma tomatoes because they're a little bit drier, and you don't have to worry too much about, you don't want your salsa to be too wet. Onion, we've got half a purple onion. That goes in there as well. We're going to take some cilantro. Don't have to cut it up too much because we're going to be food processing it here in mere moments. A little bit of lemon. Oh yeah, we get to pull out this thing.
Oh, there we go.
Love
Where
it.
that went.
Squish that lemon right in there, hey? Half a lemon goes in. A little bit of salt. Check your pancake. And look at that. Oh, beautiful. That's exactly how you want it. You want a nice golden brown. That's beautiful. Now we're also going to put a little bit of olive oil in here.
I think I'm just going to eat all day. This is a good start of the
Well,
day.
yeah, you know what? That's a great thing about Sunday or Saturday breakfasts when you've got time to actually do something. You can lounge around in your PJs like we are, have a coffee, do all of your great breakfast food, and then afterwards go back to bed again.
Well, yeah, why not? And then do it all over again.
I would love to do that. All right, a little bit of that. A little bit of hot sauce, of course. And that should be about it. Let's get it in here. Now, here we go. Ready? The big Briggs and Stratton. Ready? And... there, done. That's how easy. Look at that. Look how nicely that, in 4 pulls, you've got a beautiful salsa all ready to go. Now let's just make sure that we've got the seasoning right.
Big test.
Have we got the seasoning right? Are you kidding me?
Of course.
Are you kidding me?
It's always right.
Unbelievable. Okay, that's ready. Let's go back to this. What I would like to do though is I'm going to pull out that ham real quick that we have from the beginning of the show, because we're going to have to stack our potato cakes. Let's take a look and see how that is. Oh, see, that is gorgeous, man. That is unbelievable. I'm going to let it cook for a little bit longer though. So we're going to go with that. We're going to keep cooking these, and we're going to get them on the pan. We're going to plate everything up, and then when we come back, we're going to be doing the caramelized banana with Jamaican rum. Hang in there. Welcome back, Cook with Shaq. It is the breakfast show today. Harrison James on guitar. You feeling awake now? All that great smells?
I think so, yes. I mean, it's smelling fabulous.
Oh, we've got the crepes that we're going to be building in just a couple of seconds. We're going to do the banana caramel coming up right away. But first, let's plate these potato, whatever they're called. I'm not sure what we're going to call these, but they have potato and cheese and green onions and egg all in one, shredded potatoes. So you've got pretty much everything all in one meal. Now, the great thing about it, this is how you layer it up. We have the ham that we started off with. We fried that, got a nice caramelization on it. So now let's take this potato, whatever you want to call it, you layer that right over top of the ham. So when you dig in, then you get that surprise treasure of a ham underneath. Like right now, people don't know there's ham under there, but when you dig in, you get ham. You're going, oh yeah, baby, I got meat. Now, what I also did too, was I took some shredded cheese, put it on top of the potato cake, put it in the broiler, just let it melt. You don't have to get it all colored or anything, just a nice melt on it and it's good to go. And to top it all off, you can't have a breakfast without a fried egg. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna layer that right on top, just like that. Nice fried egg, and of course the great salsa that we made. You know what, you can maybe put it on all 4 corners if you want. Just a little bit, just to kind of, and then when you put all that together, you get the egg and the potato and the ham and you get the salsa in there. My saliva glands are dripping already. I can't contain it. So anyway, this is what that looks like. So we're good to go. Now that is a breakfast of champions right there. So now that's one breakfast that you could do. The other breakfast is the crepes. So now let's get to that. First off, we're gonna start off with a banana. Now what we're gonna do is, instead of putting the whole banana in, we're just gonna cut it kind of right down the middle, like this. Now, just cut it up into, I don't know, if you want to just make it kind of fancy diagonal cuts like that. All right, so we got the banana. Now, frying pan's ready to go. Start off with a big glob of butter just to get things rolling. Get that in there all nice and melted up. We're gonna go with some brown sugar. Just get the brown sugar in there, just like that. Then what we're gonna do, maple syrup. Don't use the fake stuff, get the real stuff, okay? Maple syrup goes in, just like that. Now, let that heat up. Kind of get things rolling around in there. Get all the syrup and all the butter and all the brown sugar working away. So now what you want to do is you want to make sure that it kind of comes up to a little bit of a boil. You see how the bubbles are forming right in there? Because that means that you're getting warm enough to get going. So what's going to happen is once we get the bananas in there, we will take the crepe and we'll roll it so that the bananas are inside the crepe, and then we're going to go over top of it with the caramel sauce. So that's ready to go. Now, here comes the secret ingredients. A little bit of rum.
There we go.
Rum always, especially for breakfast. You know what? I mean, hey, it's going in a caramel syrup, so a little bit of rum never hurt anybody. I'm going to put, oh, here we go. I'm a little afraid. I put a lot of rum in. So everybody, all right, stand back. Remember what happened last time. Here we go. 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 Go! It's not going.
No.
There we go.
There we go.
All right. Sorry, that was a little bit. All right, let's get that. There, that's it. Now you just got to move it around. Get that nice rum flavor in there. So we're burning off the alcohol right now. So even the kids can have this. But what's happening, as you can see, is once that alcohol burns off, it also is starting to thicken the sauce a little bit. All right, so let's just keep that going until the flames all go out.
That must have been a lot of rum.
That was a lot of rum. I think there was a couple ounces in there. Put as much as you want in. Okay, so now that we've got that done, now the bananas go in. All right, so look at that. You get all the bananas in there. That's looking good. Now we can do obviously more bananas if we want. And it's still smoking, still flaming. Watch out, watch your eyebrows. Last time this happened, I burnt my eyebrows. Eyelashes, every bit of hair on my arm and everything. Okay, so now we've got that ready to go. Let's grab our first crepe. Kind of like you're making a hot dog or a taco or a burrito or something. Just like that. Take it like this, roll it. There, now you got a great crepe. Let's move that one off to the side. Do another one real quick. Banana. Quick flip over, roll it. There, now you got them both together. Now watch this. This is where you take all that great syrup and you just go all over the top. Just like that. Look at that, Harrison. Harrison, you're quiet. You're not saying anything. Are you just kind of in awe or what?
I really don't know what to say right now.
Okay.
Wow. Wow.
Now, if that's not enough for you for a breakfast,
Oh, man.
this is where we take the cream. And we're going to take a whole load of whipped cream and bring out the power tools, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.
All
the
right.
Black & Decker. And away we go. All right, let's fire that up. Now this could take a little while. Harrison, have you got a little bit of music you can play
Yeah,
for
I
me or
think
what?
we should jam
All
this
right,
one out.
there we go,
Yeah,
whipped cream
all right.
music. I know you love whipped cream, buddy boy.
I love my whipped cream.
Hopefully we don't get it on your face this time. All right, so now that the whipped cream is pretty much thick enough, this is when we put in the sugar. So a little bit of sugar. You don't want it too sweet because we got lots of sweetness over there with the crepes, with the caramel sauce and the bananas, and a little bit of pure vanilla extract. All right, so a quick fold in of those ingredients, and it's ready to go. Okay, so this is it. We're at the crowning moment. We're going to take our spoon, and you get all that great banana flavor. Look at that. Put it down there like this. Oh, nice. A little bit of whipped cream on that side. A little bit of whipped cream on this side. Oh, you know what we got to do? I made some, earlier on, I made some of my own strawberry jam.
Oh,
just out of
really?
frozen fruit. Stick them in the microwave for about 6 minutes with a little honey. You got jam, homemade jam. So, just for kicks and a little color, let's put a little of that homemade strawberry jam. It's done. You've got your crepes with banana caramel, with Jamaican rum, whipped cream, and strawberry preserves. We've got the whatever you want to call this, with potatoes and cheese and onions and ham and a fried egg on top with homemade salsa, and of course the blueberry smoothie. There, my friends, is a great weekend breakfast. Thanks for joining us on Cooked with Shaq. Remember our Facebook page. Become a friend with us. We're going to have all kinds of recipes up there very soon, episodes of the show, and also remember that all show long you've been hearing clips of The Rebellion featuring Josh Palmer. Check them out when they're in town. It's going to be great. Thanks again to Harrison
Thank
James.
you. Thanks
Another
for,
great show. I love your jammies.
Thanks, man.
Let's have a coffee and dig in, shall we?
Let's do this.
Thanks for joining us on Cooked with Shaq.